Hey Jamie, welcome to well, last week. So congratulations. I know you've got some stuff you still have to finish up, but hey, I'm proud of you and happy for you. So let's get this last week done here and on to our next thing. I've got my instructor video at the end here for you, and there's also a YouTube video I think you should watch. Just if nothing else, you can share it with other people on the topic of time. But anyway, yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to go in here because you're kind of all, yeah, you know what you're doing. So if you got a specific question or anything you want to get in touch with me about, just get in touch with me. And I know I said, we still got to talk sometime here, maybe in the next week or two, about, schools or if you've been looking at any particular schools or anything that for the PhD thing. So let's make a point to try and figure out a time to talk in the next couple of weeks. And with that, just have a good week and get in touch if you need anything. And here's my last test question for you too. So there's the grand boys. What are they doing? So all right, Jamie. You take care and get in touch. Hey everybody, welcome to week 5 of the course here last week. And got a little scenery here for you. So my topic this week, real quick, I'll keep it short, is about time. Time, or the theft of time, is something that we all experience, whether we realize it or not. Uh, Depending on how we work our day, how we schedule ourselves, we're basically stealing time from for our own futures. Every time we put something off and do it tomorrow, well, that's time tomorrow we don't have because we've already, I guess, pre-scheduled it to eliminate it from our lives or whatever, however you want to think about it. But you can never make up the time you lost. The things you put off today, the time you waste a day on something, or you didn't do something, you can never make it up. So I guess that's my point. I use a cigarette example, and I'm not picking on cigarette smokers. I'm just using this as an example on how to illustrate, how we use time or misuse time. So the example I got here is about, the average smoker smokes a pack a day, 20 cigarette, about 20 cigarettes in the course of, 18 hours, 20 cigarettes. And, every time someone goes on a cigarette break, they're out there for 10 or even 15 minutes. So, you multiply that, that's 3.5 hours, 4 hours a day. You multiply that by 7 days in a week, you're talking about 24 hours a week. Or in a month, you're talking about 98 hours, almost 100 hours. So I got in the bottom here, that's like, if someone working a 40-hour week, you've put in 2 full weeks of work into just smoking. That's time you never get back. And that's time you could be doing something else. And the point of this example, it's not about the cigarettes. It's about time spent on the cigarette. Or so, and analogy is time spent on something else that you could be doing something more with your time. And that's basically the point. You can never get time back. Back in my early Army days or mid-career, there was somebody I knew, and I stopped at his apartment one night, and I noticed he didn't have a television, a TV, or anything. He says, "Well, why don't you have TV?" He says, "Because his opinion was it's a waste of time. The time I'm spending watching these TV shows, I could be learning something or doing something." And at the time, I didn't particularly agree with him, but years later, it's like, he might have had a good point. So anyway, how you handle the time is the problem. We have to have schedules so we can get things done the way we need to get them done. And school is part of that. School is not something extra. If any of you were in the undergrad courses with me, that was one of my things I used to harp on all the time is, school ain't something you're supposed to do Sunday night. It's something you're supposed to do every day. And, you're cheating yourself and you're cheating your future if you're not doing it that way because you're not learning everything you need to be learning so that when you have this MBA, you move on and you're supposed to share the knowledge you've learned with somebody, and you don't have the knowledge because you didn't put the time in to gain the knowledge. So school is part of your day, part of your life. You gotta love the time you have. Don't waste the gift of time that you've got. Be stronger than your excuses. Stop wasting time with excuses, whether it be to other people or to yourself. if we believe our own excuses, then, we're just cheating ourselves. So stop letting the distractions in life, get in your way. Stop using distractions as an excuse for not getting things done. And I use the military analogy here. And you may have seen that, this a version of this presentation before, but in the Army, I used to jump out of airplanes. So, this thing here is one of the commands to get ready to jump out of the airplane, stand at the door. And the thing here about time, once the green light goes on, you're not thinking, you go. There is no hesitation, there is no delay. That aircraft would typically have 60 paratroopers in it, and they've got 30 seconds to get everybody out. So if you don't get everybody out, then you've messed up, and the red light comes on, and if there's somebody left on the airplane, well, that person's stuck on the airplane. My point is time. You got to use the time you have, use it efficiently, effectively, and don't waste it. You have the time, you got to take control of it, whatever your situation is. And, time is not in charge of you, all right? You are in charge of your own time, and that's the message, all right? So don't give up, and, don't give up on your dreams. Stay focused. Take charge of your time. Okay, so that's that part. Let's get in real quick to the course.